Hi everyone, this is Jarvis. Well, I took the Xi'an Scout out for the first time, and the thing about taking out a new ship is that, you know, everything flies a bit different. I mean, the differences aren't as vast as they used to be, and I know more models are flight models are coming. But so I decided to take the ship out, take a look and see how it transforms, or I guess as good as description as any, and check out its quantum drive mechanic, and see the changes there. I heard it changed a little bit. It looks like it did. And then go ahead and take it into an arena commander battle. I want to do some fighting on the persistent universe, but with everyone downloading, frame rates and lag was pretty terrible. Even with my computer, I was getting 20, 30, high 30s at best, and normally I get much better than that. So let's go ahead and get in here and take a look at how it changes. And I just really like the design of this ship. It's interesting because he doesn't actually like touch the little ball things. He like holds his hands like kind of like floating them over. That's interesting. It's I got a Vandal UI pop up. Now, I don't mind having the alien pop-up thing, but the thing I don't like about this setup they have with that is that the UI flickers for no reason, and I find that's a bit inconvenient, or at least a bit obnoxious, to have the UI flickering. And it doesn't seem like, why can't they just make a good program for it? Well, I mean, I know it's supposed to represent overwriting some other code or something, but come on, just replace it. Let's have a good UI that doesn't make me doesn't flicker out of control. So, this time no one rams into me. I thought that guy behind me might ram into me for a moment. Like, okay, great. I got rammed with the saber. Is this going to happen with my scout? No. Luckily, he left me alone. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Very interesting stuff. Getting chased in the back, you're going to have a pretty big profile, but you have a flat profile on any ship any way you go. So someone dives on you from the top, flat profile. So one of the things I noticed here is, well, the thrusters are, they're not exactly articulating correctly. They're a little off, and I think they said that they were still working on them a little bit, but they don't seem to match the movement exactly. And it's not the biggest deal ever. I know that that's just an animation issue, and I'm sure they'll get that all ironed out. But overall, I get what they're trying to do here, and I think it looks pretty good. I mean, so let's check out this this jump here. It's kind of an interesting effect. I think it makes me think of Doctor Who, you know, kind of the time vortex. And I don't know if that effect's supposed to snap behind the planet like that, but, you know, maybe. Anyway, so I took it into a public Vandal swarm, and it didn't go so well. And not because the ship didn't perform, but the two size 3 guns with the ship seemed to do the job. And I didn't really have any issues with that. The other issues I had were other things. While the ship, and this goes back to my old argument with the lateral strafing issue, it should be pitch and roll instead of lateral strafe. Lateral strafing doesn't cause blackouts very often.
Zero hostile contacts
but
remaining.
it seems that pitch and roll on this ship will just black you out in a moment. And
warning,
see,
there are
that.
multiple hostiles inbound.
Yeah, after a little while, I turned the G-Safe on just because I got tired of blacking out like at the slightest maneuver. And they may need to tweak this. I don't know. But it seems really sensitive about blacking out. But when I go laterally, as I said, not as many problems, and that's the opposite of what you. So as you can see here, I mean, the guns are tight. I mean, they're very tight because of the right next to the cockpit. And that cockpit's fairly narrow. So you get a nice
Elite
clean
units
dispersal,
en route.
allowing when you have guns that are too far apart from one another, you may have a lot of guns, but a lot of your shots might be going around your target. So tight dispersal, that's why I like the gun layout on the Vanguard. But I'm not going to get any further than wave 10 on this, because basically things kind of fall apart real quick. And I'll go ahead and
You are
jump to
approaching
that here in just a
simulation
moment.
boundary.
So right about here, I start a pretty simple move. You see here, I'm pulling up, and bam, I'm just out. That was not even the full speed the
You
ship
are
can go.
approaching simulation boundary.
But
Zero
as I
hostile
said, it
contact
tends to be.
remain.
Oh, look at that.
Your
That's
exit
going to suck.
status has been
There we
revoked.
go. So
Contact.
there's my first
Elite
quote-unquote
units
death.
en route.
And it's one of the reasons I'm not a big fan of the
Stand
8x8
by
box
for
sets for the
reintegration.
Commander, because I hate those boundaries. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I think they need to blow them up by now. Ships are faster, yeah. So anyway, so I'm going to get into this, and the next two deaths, and yes, I actually wipe out 3 times, is because I make physical contact with something. It's just dink boom, dink boom. So let me jump over there and show you these real quick. And once again, these are issues that can be resolved with patches and updates. I'm not saying the ship is bad. I like the ship. I think they just need to fix this particular issue, because it seems that it's the right now. It's kind of the Pinto of the Star Citizen universe, and
Elite units
they need to kind of
eliminated.
get that addressed before things get out of control. No, it's not a big
Warning.
deal. Every
There
time a
are
new ship
multiple
comes out, it
hostiles
has
inbound.
bugs. I don't think there's been a single one that's come out so far that hasn't had issues. But that's what playtesting's for, right? It's still an alpha. Well, this is where things all fall apart. He manages to lock him, fire a missile, actually strike him with a missile, which is an impressive feat in and of itself. And then there comes the debris field. Boom! Space Pinto. Oh, the humanity.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
But fear not,
Stand by
for I have
for
one more
reintegration.
respawn. And truly, this day, we shall rise forth together to defeat the Space Pinto! Some bugs fixing required. Thanks for watching.